The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, or you can also call him the philosopher emperor, was Roman emperor from the year 161 to 180 AD. He was the last of the rulers known as the Five Good Emperors. This term is used for a series of successive rulers who were extraordinarily just, and who chose successors who they believed would follow their example. However, this is not the only reason we remember him as a great historical figure. He is also known for his Stoicism philosophy, which he used in his daily life, and which made him to be one of the most inspirational figures in history. Today, we are going to look at his story and find out how the Stoic view of life helped him and how it can affect us in a positive way. Stoicism helps to deal with difficult times. During Marcus Aurelius' reign from year 161 to 180 AD, Roman Empire faced a number of challenging difficulties. First was the war with Parthian Empire, which started just after Marcus Aurelius came to rule. Battle after battle was lost, and at the beginning even the whole legion was destroyed. The second disaster which struck Rome was the Antonine Plague from 165 to 180 AD. 5 to 10 million died from this pandemic, which was about 10% of the whole Roman Empire population. Dead bodies laid in the streets of cities and the army weakened considerably. Even though Marcus Aurelius had to deal with lots of stress and anxiety due to such circumstances, he managed to control his thoughts. Stoics know that there are certain things we are not fully in control of, so overthinking about them will only cause harm. We need to focus on the things we are capable to change. This is what Marcus Aurelius did, and what we should do in our daily lives. Stoicism toughens us and makes us more resilient. It is known that the Roman emperor was of physical frailty, and around 174 to 175 AD, he was in such a poor health that there were even false rumors of him dying or already dead. Marcus suffered from chronic chest and stomach pains. He had problems sleeping and had poor appetite. Nonetheless, the Stoic emperor had developed his body from a very weak one to one showing remarkable physical resilience, and even lived until the age of 58, which at that time was a lot. All of this is thanks to his Stoic way of life. Whenever people have some sort of illness, they can act in two different ways. Usually, they fix their attention upon it and often feel sorry for themselves. The problem is that such an attitude only makes the condition worse. However, if you acknowledge your problem like a true Stoic and do not preoccupy yourself with it, not only will you feel better, but you will also affect your health in a positive way. Stoicism helps us make better decisions. If you had ever seen movies like The Godfather or The Wolf of Wall Street, you must have noticed how the characters in those movies, whenever facing difficult challenges after hearing devastating news, stay calm all of the time and do not show their emotions. From 166 to 180 AD, Roman Empire faced not only the Antonine Plague, but also a series of wars against the Germanic tribes. This conflict is known as the Marcomannic Wars. There was a shortage of warriors because many of them died because of the pandemic. Marcus Aurelius did not panic and came up with a reasonable solution, so that the empire would not fall and would not lose the war. He recruited slaves and gladiators to the legions and trained them so to expand the military power. He would have succeeded in ending the Germanic threat, but sadly he died in 180 AD from the plague. Marcus Aurelius lives on and is remembered as one of the best leaders in history, making good decisions, being rightful and honest, but most importantly, he is remembered as the philosopher emperor. Stoicism led him to become such an inspirational figure and had many positive effects in his life. This philosophy can also impact our daily lives in a good way if we follow it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, comment your thoughts and opinions. I would really appreciate that. See you next time on The Everyday Developer.